And good afternoon, welcome back to the Epic.LAN. I'm joined by Machine this time, and we're going to have the upper bracket final. This could be awesome. It is going to be Phantasmagoria versus Please Thank You. It's going to be Revolts and Co, which is Jesus, versus, well, Jermaine and Co, I guess you could say. But Phantasmagoria coming into this one, the big hot favourites. Talking to Revolts actually earlier outside in the steps, and he was like, well, yeah, I think they are probably by far the favourites. You've come up against them, I believe, one of these teams.
Yeah, Phantasmagoria. Yeah, we had a great game against them very early on, and we managed to get a map off them, which is a big achievement for them. But yeah, no, really strong team, and I think they're definitely the favourites to win this. Then again, PFU, because they're a mix, there's the potential to surprise, and that's what we're going to see.
There is a potential to a surprise. I'm guessing Revolts, I think they must have won the knife, because I was talking to Revolts earlier, and he said Crash is probably the best map for a mixed team.
Yeah, well, someone said that as well. Yeah, I saw someone else say that. Just because of the possibility to be random, especially like on defense. So many people go aggressive, like we see with Enrio now. I'm going to try and find him. And all these blinds are scary. Oh, I've lost him. Oh. Pansy. Here we go. We're on Enrio. He is actually pushed already up to T-wall. So this is a defensive. This is normally with a lot of maps we see defensive players that kind of sat in, leaning and watching that angle. Whereas here we see a player in blue. Obviously that's not going to work out too well for him. I'm just going to
just use the mouse.
Yeah, I don't know what she's done. Interesting. Okay, so Zabza is actually. They do have Fan on the advantage. 3v2. Aerox is heavily tagged over there by Tubi. Tubi holding B long with his Deagle, looking to be swapped with Zabza now. Opting for this scope for the long-range weapon. I think that's probably a wiser choice as he does look to rotate towards A. Very cautious of the rotate still. Steven alongside Aerox. Bomb is going towards B long. And I see very cautious play from PFU. Conscious of that push from behind. There is actually a player just at the top of B long. Aerox was not wrong in peeking that. However, timing wasn't on his side this time. Peeking towards spawn out of time. Ever a threat as Enrio gets the frag onto Aerox. All on Steven now. And he is on top. Hardware. Bomb down in the hands of Aerox. Not too hard to retrieve. Does so. And now he has 3 to find and 30 seconds to do it. Making his way towards that spawn house. There's a player there. If he gets, he can rotate, but it's not going to happen. And that is an opening round for Fan. And they are certainly not going to stop easily. Yeah,
Zabz has been playing fantastically well as well this event. He seems to really be on it. From the very first game we covered him, he was pulling out Deagles, nearly went straight for an ace with the Deagle alone. Sort of almost reminiscent of Rob Wiz style. Jermaine looking through smoke, seeing anyone he can find. Looking like a possible A push here. Vey's going to work his way up the B long. No, he's going to get shut down by Revolts on B long. That is his spot. He was calling it earlier. Metal taken down by a grenade though from Jermaine. Jermaine realising somebody is in house. Are they in top house? I can't see where they actually got in there. Aerox is going to be peeking across. Obviously he's checking top house, so he doesn't have anyone in there. He's peeking across, and Rio's trying to cover off the bottom entrance. And it is the A push. There's one just about trying to make the jump. He's going to come straight across. Is he going for the jump? I'm going to wait on the screen because as soon as I try and pass to him, I'll miss it. It was Steven takes down Rio there. And Jermaine realises he's just below. And there's going to be a rotate. Looks like the calls come out from Revolts there. He does get taken down. Sorry, he takes down Zabza. And now the last man standing was Jermaine, who was over at A house, formerly known as Keith's house, many moons ago. Talking to Revolts about that one. We were reminiscing in the past outside. And Jermaine's shutting down Steven. Very nice AK work there. Oh, tries to go for Revolts as well. Now he's got 2 to pick from. He can't make either of them. And Revolts going pretty big in that round. I think he got about 3 or 4 there. Yeah, 3. Not bad.
And that was all AK defense, like aggressive AK play on the B long. Going to go with Metal now, see if we can get some SMG work. But once again, he's going to be going aggressive, very aggressive player Metal. I say that as he runs back to spawn. Wow.
Panic.
Oh dear. I think it's the threat of Fan nades. That's certainly something when you, especially with a team as organised as Fan, even though they've got the Tubi coming in, who's such an experienced player in himself. The nades just completely dominate players. We've seen a couple of teams I was sat next to or just watching how they were playing, and nades was such an issue. Still, it's actually Aerox who landed the nade alongside Vey to bring us to a 4v3. Vey is pushed way back towards Hardware. The aggression is certainly on A though. Aerox taking his time as that bomb is down in A. And Rio doing a great work with his brother, I believe. It's 2 Meads in bottom A, and it's going to be Vey to end the round 2-1. And Phantasmagoria are going to look to get as many rounds as this defense. Stop the risk of the attack.
Jermaine with shotgun. Okay, let's see how this one works out.
No.
He's going big already. We're rushing straight to blue. So he's got AK-47 out. Skier goes down to the... Sorry, gets the first nade onto Vey though. It's going to open things up. Vey not had the best of times this tournament. And Rio and Zabza there you go. It's the nades you talk about. And they just get stopped straight away. Metal going down. They're just running against the brick wall here. And please, thank you. not really having much joy. Skier could possibly try and get them into it. Jermaine goes down. That's going to be over at A house. Tubi is there, and he's got that Deagle trained in the middle crash site. You can see it was Steven that's there. Peeking across, gets a glimpse of one. Gets tagged up pretty heavily. Didn't go down though. It was Tubi. He managed to get a shot off. Skier does take down Zabza though. Skips Skier on top of hardware. Drops down to B long. Gonna have to rotate to pick up that bomb. Oh, great shot towards Enrio now. Suddenly it's a 2-on-1 situation. Tubi now with it all to do for Fantasy here. Fantasy? He's doing it for Fantasy maybe. I don't know. But Phantasmagoria is the team he's with. That was confusing as hell. Ballers versus Phantasmagoria. I tell you with Fantasy in. Tubi going looking. Oh, he just made the knock sound there. He would have been heard. And Skier was there. Skier going huge, picking up 4 in the round. And one of the great round. That's really what they need. This is what they're going to require. It's just one player to just go huge.
And especially with Crash, it's a map where you can have one player just shining through, and it can be such a crippling, especially if it's an SMG, which once again, I'm going to just have a look at Leigh. So this time, are we going to be aggressive? I think he is. No, and he's going to get punished straight for it. Vey, a player who has claimed that he's been given the bad jobs from Phantasmagoria, and that's his excuse.
That's what he claims.
Yeah, so 3v3 at the moment. Jermaine Chip makes it 3v2 quite swiftly from top A. Looking to change it again, doesn't, just tags up Revolts on B long. It's Aerox and Revolts remaining. Promod is lying to us as it does correct itself there. So 2 players in B long. Bomb is in blue though, so they can't get too far. Sabza looking to defend this B long push. Spots one, just misses out on Revolts. As Revolts pushes him, aggressive plays, picked up an SMG from a fallen enemy, and we are now into a 2v2. However, that bomb is still in blue. Aerox has gone back to retrieve it, and so now the question is, which side do they go? It's going to be made all, the pressure is going to land all on Aerox's shoulders now, as he is in a 1v2 due to a casual Deagle from Jermaine. In fact, you know, he has an AK, but he's just going to go for the Deagle. You know, shining in the crash sun. Aerox with doing exactly the same. Deagle v Deagle. Mano L Mano's a player on wooden. Jermaine with a second. Fan are happy with that one, and we do see 3-2. Fan extending their quite close lead.
And you can hear those words of Vey in the background there. There on your screen in that little corner. That is Vey.
He's a happy bunny.
He is a happy bunny. Jermaine going on to stop a glitch. Peeking across through the smoke. Anyone going to make a mad dash through? This is where some of the teams we've seen just being cut apart was people dashing through into hardware. Jermaine getting in that position, making sure it doesn't happen. Metal did pick up a frag early on this time though, and has got himself at that A house. That's because Jermaine wasn't there. And Jermaine, he's just about working his way in with the Deagle though. He gets shut down by Metal. Very nice work. Zab's the last man standing. Could go to 3-3. Oh, and I pulled away from him at the last moment. Whoops.
And Zabza goes down. It's actually a battle of the scopes. You haven't had seen too much of them. Let's go with Aerox, see if we can get the opening pick. Actually, looks like he's got the spawn for blue, so we'll go with him nonetheless. As he's making his way for the fast peak, looks straight towards sandbags and takes Zabza down, predicting the moves of the Frenchman to perfection. As once again, this B long push, very little attention on A from PFU. Once again, I mean, Metal gets into A, what we saw last round, however, the B long push is still preferred. Once again, Skier onto Tubi. Let's go with Steven as he is the bomb carrier. Skier and Steven are right next to each other. Fake coming out, really no risk being taken from PFU at the moment. Fan on a massive disadvantage though. 2 players remain, and looking to change that actually is Skier. Skier is heavily tagged in hardware guard, and there's a player there. It's going to be Vey to take him down with the Deagle, and then Rio as well. So Fan are not out of this one yet. 2 frags already, however the bomb is down, so the pressure is on. Vey pushing towards spawn out. So there isn't a player to find him though. It's actually Rio to go down first, courtesy of Revolts, and now 1v3, and 28 seconds to do so. Vey. Pressure onto that bomb site, really well aware of the angles being taken by PFU, and they get it the round to bring 4-3, and the advantage is actually on their side now.
I believe a certain cast would call this tit for tat.
Oh, I don't want to talk about it. Get into a sticky situation soon.
4-3. Vey tossing out the nade. Anything going to land from it? Gups up onto glitch. He does. Metal goes down, catching that nade once again. They really are. They're covering this hardware run very well.
They're really cautious of mid-push, and it's something that they have to be, because with the mix, SMGs are going to be trying things like that.
It's about the main thing they can play, yeah. Now they really need to rely on Aerox to manage to find some of those picks. Tries to look down, see if he can find Zabza. Nobody there. There's a couple of them stacked on B long though, and Aerox goes leaping across, desperate to try and find a frag. Let's try and find Revolts. Revolts actually wasn't the lead player. It was Vey that actually Skier taken down. And Revolts is going to push down, try and find him, gets tagged up. Now they're easy for me to say, well aware of what's going on. And now Aerox needs to get that scope down. B-Long, see if he can find something out. Grenade does land on Vade. Nice play. Surely the B-Long shout has definitely come out. Revolt is going to spot one as soon as he gets around these barrels. You can see the tracer fire, and I think that's actually going towards Aerox more than anything. Not sure if they realise Revolt has got quite so close to them. There's going to be just 2 on 2 stacking around the corner, running around with the shotty, I think. Oh, they just lined up for Jermaine.
Oh, wow.
They just all stacked up in a row. So they could not make it any easier. All square 4-4.
It could have gone either way. I mean, it literally was a question of AK hipfire. Jermaine certainly came out on top and played that brilliantly, though. And where is Zabza? Let's go from a fan scope perspective. And once again, he's not opting to peek Aerox. I think that's a conscious decision, more kind of focusing on the mid. And we haven't really seen this scope battle, which a lot of teams have kind of liked to try and opt for on B-Long. Instead, he opts for blue. Didn't like being all spots the legs of Aerox in blue. Looks like he's going to try and pick him. Goes for the early spray and doesn't manage to land it. And here's 4-3. Sabs are the only man on B. Let's see what's going on over A. Revolt's still in spawn, playing the very defensive role. Defensive aggressive on the attack. Steven's putting some spray into away. It's not looking good for PFU. Their positions don't bring confidence as they are trying to get this bomb into away. Steven, the only man really, in fact, an AK is the closest to A at the moment, as it is suddenly a 4v2. Make it 4v1. Where is Jesus? Is it Jesus? I think, yeah, it is Aerox, and Jermaine ends that quite quickly. Great round for Phantasmagoria.
A very good round, very quick round as well.
Indeed.
No messing. So Phantasmagoria, where's Jermaine going to go? He's spawned left. Is he going to go left? I guess he generally is. I mean, how do you normally go with this? Is it normally a case of which way you spawn? If you get a lucky, decent spawn spot?
I think a lot of AKs play it on spawns. Him and Vey are literally one mid, one B long. If Sabs is up for it, he'll go B long.
They'll just rotate, yeah. They'll just go around.
They're so scared of the scope that you see that kind of 20-second wait from Jermaine. Literally just anti-Aerox wait. That's exactly what it was.
Anti-Aerox wait. And there is Revolt's taking down Vey. So Vey and Jermaine both down in that B long. They're going to make the way through. It is a 3-on-2. Oh, Aerox peeking ever so delicately. They knew exactly where he was. And those shots were coming in from from Blue Room, I think. Aerox going to look. Tries to find it. Oh, Revolts is down. It is all on Aerox now. He's not going to make the frag. I didn't even see where Zabza was. It was Zabza. No, Zabza was off that side. He wasn't shooting at Zabza. It's 6-4, and that's the first time they've actually built up a 2-0 lead.
Yes, indeed. Let's see some defensive SMG work from Mr. Enrio. He's handing up nades towards that red car, nice and late, as he makes his way towards A. Now see Fan absolutely taking no risk with the back A nades. No matter how many are being thrown, they're not going to land on PFU as they send one player to A. Now this is worth taking note, guys. I mean, a lot of people have issue with holding A, with like people storming in A, and PFU are, they're getting into A. However, Enrio is just playing the waiting game on those stairs, up and down, side to side, hoping to meet. There's a player just below him. Shubi gets the first frag though, first blood onto Skier. So 4v4 now, level playing field once again. It looks like a very slow round. Two players are making their way into weight. He's going to get a +10, is he? No, Chubi gets one and Rio gets the other. Brothers in arms, literally. As we are 4v2, Jesus and Steven, last two for PFU. Where are they? They are A. A? Yes, Steven has managed to stealth his way all the way into A. Players all around him. He does have an SMG, spots one, goes for the frag and actually succeeds. I thought that was going to go horribly wrong, as there is a player directly above him. Looking to catch someone off guard on back. It's not going to happen. Those fan players are set up beautifully in mid. Jermaine, Zabza, and Shubi. Steven taking his time. So 30 seconds, but that bomb is going nowhere on mid. And Fan is just going to play the waiting game. There it is. Jermaine gets the frag. 7-4, and Fan are very happy with that. You can hear it.
The sick boy shout from Vey there. Seems very happy indeed. Let's have a spin across. Let's try and find... Okay. Actually, let's go to one of the scopes, see what Zabza's going to go with. Aerox lines up the nade. That seems to be headed straight towards Zabza. Doesn't seem to flinch.
I'll just watch B-Long. I'm fine.
Just going to sit there, just staring at B-Long. Okay, he's made a move now. He's got the AK with him. So it's Vey that's made the push up. Aerox was in that position. Oh, Aerox has completely gone aggressive here. He's got Vey around the side there. Vey managed to make the kill onto Skier there. Let's have a spin across. Oh, as Aerox just got tagged up. And he's managed to have to back straight off there. So Steven and Metal and Rio looking. He's going back to top of hardware. Jermaine, meanwhile, lands the grenade onto Steven. It's down to 2 now. It's just Metal And Aerox. Aerox again having to make his way around. Got a feeling it's just going to be metal down any minute. Yeah, it's going to just be Aerox all on his own. And Zabza was there, got himself into the spawn. Aggressive sniping with the Deagle.
Aggressive sniping and an absolutely astounding half of Fan. I think that rings true confidence for them. And wow, yeah, it's worth highlighting on the scoreboard. Metal dropping 2 frags, 2 for 11. And they're going to be going straight into the second half, it seems.
Yeah, not a great score really to start chart for them. Skier doing pretty well.
As always, I think he's been really on top.
He has been really good on this event, actually top fragging so far alongside Vey, who he said, you know, when it counts,
he's there.
I'll be getting the frags when it counts. Don't worry for the big games. When the serious games start, don't worry. When everybody can't run in like headless chickens. So here we go. Phantasmagoria on the attack. Jermaine
straight on that. Okay, Ben.
Peeking round. He's not really going to go for it. Let's try and spin back around, see if we can find it. Aerox wants to get another position. He's going to jump on top of sandbags. Tries to peek towards blue room. Nobody flashing a pixel in his general direction.
Such a slow round. Wow.
Very slow round. Very, very slow round. But the first attacking rounds generally are. And there we go, Jermaine and Enrio. See, we've seen so many players messing up that jump. Enrio just did it like smooth as silk right there, straight over.
Well, prior to a flash into back A to stop anyone watching that jumper as well.
Beautiful play. Jermaine going for the bomb plant. No, he's not, because Aerox managed to get the nade in there just about in time. So there's 2 men remaining. There goes Aerox. Last man standing is going to be Revolts, a.k.a. Jesus the Second Coming. He likes to think. Oh, and he's not even going to get through the smoke. 9-4, wow. And that is a big round on the attack.
Yeah, and PFU's confidence is going to be knocked. I mean, we do have 2 metals and 2 Jesus, according to Pro1. So let's see how this defensive play is working out. Let's go with Aerox at the start, see if he's going to be trying to take down. He's going straight towards mid, onto Glitch. He gets one with the nade onto Chuga. That's the fast SMG down. And that's going to hopefully instill some confidence in those defenders. Who are they? Skier on A. Looking to plan the D onto Crash. Doesn't. This is a full 7 bullets. And that's a mistake you really can't afford to make. Or maybe you can, as currently PFU are 5v2. Fan on the back foot, well and truly. Jermaine, though, not going to go down without a fight. Gets the frag onto Steven as he heads into hardware with the bomb. There's a player top hardware, and I don't think he's aware of it, so this could end very messily as he silently makes his way to hardware guard. And Zabza saves his teammate. I mean, seconds from death as that nade lands onto the head of Jesus. That's not something you say every day. There's a player top spawn house. Jermaine is taking it so slowly and so cautiously. So many players you'd see bombing it around, and he's... Oh, I thought it's paid off. It does. Aerox gets taken down, and Zabza as well, and this is sensational. 2v4. PFU just crumbling under the Phantasmagoria pressure. And who is left? Let's go with Skier. 40 seconds as a reconnect from Metal comes in. That's a pure confidence boost for his team. All right then, Skier, what have you got for us today? 2 players remain from an absolutely astounding round from Phantasmagoria. Makes his way over the wall and back around. So demanding someone to push around. However, no players to be found. There's a player just pushing now. It's going to be Zabza, and he gets it. And wow, Phantasmagoria are happy with that one, and I think they should be. Absolutely brilliant play. Yeah, superb play from Jermaine there. Whoa. And Zabza from a 4-on-2. You shouldn't be losing those situations these days. You have to hold on to. You have to be winning that. And well, at 10-4, absolutely devastating for PFU, especially if this is their map choice. This could be whitewash. Now, 13-4, that would not be good, would it, on your own map? And then Rio is already planting in. It's a quick plant. He's already there. Straight into A. Nobody really blocking his path, and you can see Revolts is completely stopped out the back there and going to get shut down by his brother Chubi. And immediately Steven comes around, tries his best to clear them out. He's got Enrio across to the side. He's flashed up. He's just ready and waiting. Is he going to get anyone jumping around? Yes, he is. It's going to be Jermaine with the Deagle. 11-4. The charge is on. Well and truly, really, I think PFU have kind of lost any sort of momentum they may have had. And let's see what we get from this magic reconnect. It's going to be going at B long, and Zabza's right there to spank him into shape. Where have we? Who else is trying? We've got another B long push, this time from the opposing team. Aerox was looking to stop it. However, things did not go too well. 5v4 PFU. I'm just trying to work out what's going on A, except it doesn't look like it's going to be a matter, as it's going to be a B push. And Rio and his buddy Zabza. Oh, just then Rio as Jesus takes a frag, as well as Skier. So finally PFU getting maybe a breath of life. Oh, I could have spoken too soon. Still, Aerox gets the frag onto Enrio. 2v4. Jermaine is certainly not out of this one. In fact, is it the 2v2 pair? No, it's not. It's Vey and Jermaine. 2 AKs remain. I'm a poet, and I didn't know it. Vey's on mid-A. He gets the frag onto Skier. 3v2, and they're certainly not giving up easily. Aerox is watching Jermaine, just misses the shot, and Jermaine is certainly like, I'm not going to play this game. Sniper v AK, I'll pass. Still, Revolts is holding mid. Great positions from PFU, but he doesn't catch Jermaine on the rotate, so let's go with this partnership. Oh, Steven causes an upset, taking down Jermaine, and suddenly Vey got 3 players to find, and he's struggling with a ladder. Of all the things, nice play though, does recover, taking down Aerox, 1v2. There's a player on pillars, there's a player below him, and he's only got 27 seconds to do it. Going down, cautiously playing it. There's a player, Steven, lying on bomb, and finally PFU get around, breaking that momentum from Fan.
Breaking that momentum, but how long for?
Yeah, that's a good question.
There's a lot of defensive rounds to go if they're going to try and pull this one back. Like Lauren said earlier, once you pass that 10-round mark, it's sort of like a mental block starts to kick in, and the panic sets in a little bit. Jermaine lining up that nade for a long time there.
I thought we were lagging there. That was a waiting nade.
It's just waiting it. So he was pre-cooking like the old days. He completely... But Jermaine actually backed away from that. He was definitely on top of a crash chopper there, and then just backed off. I guess he'd had the call from his team. It's like, oh, I'm going to get this kill. Yeah, don't worry, I've got it. Vey hops up and over, comes around, but Steven's there ready and waiting. Does shut him down. 3 on 4. PFU desperate to find this one. Aerox peeking still. Trying to find one. Finds onto Zabza. That's going to even things up a little bit more. And Enrio apparently. He's so good they named him twice. Jermaine, here was the other player. He gets 1, gets 2. And Steven suddenly from a 3 on 2 is the last man standing. Oh, he's in a bad situation. He's in a really bad spot as well, but he does find Jermaine. And honestly, well, to be fair, Jermaine probably wasn't expecting him to be in that spot because, like we said, it's a bad situation and Rio needs to be careful flashing past that door with just the SMG. Steven with that AK. He's playing it very, very slowly. Oh, he's catching a glimpse of Enrio, but tagged up. Wasn't quite enough, though. He's going to back away and try and get the A-plant. Steven immediately covering over hardware, trying to spot anything that's going for B. He's going to realise, he's missed it. He's missed the flash past. He's going to have to move. He's going to realise now that he's had to go for 8. And there is the bomb plant. Now he's just going to keep an eye on that backside. It's actually on the roof, though. And Rio's going to be a tricky player to get past. SMG on the stairwell is not something you want to come up against, especially a very much experienced player, which is why he switched to SMG. Oh, and Rio getting tagged up so heavily, though. Steven as well. Is he going to go for the fake, or will he go for the full defuse? Enrio's not sure. What will he go with? He gets the defuse!
Oh, dear.
He gets the defuse. I have to be careful. They are the other side of this wall, so I wasn't sure how much they can hit. But wow, baited.
Cheeky bean, Steven. I mean, he was the right thing to do. The pressure of pushing that top 8 stairs can be such a task, and so he went for the best option possible. And still, we actually... Oh, I thought we were seeing aggression. Metal this time opting for a crash. Makes his way still. Early frags from Fan. 3, in fact, as the PFU side collapse in that mid area. Skier and Jesus remain. I say Jesus, actually. We have a promo bug. It's a... who is it? It's Aerox. Aerox is last man standing. Up against 5. Make it 4 with the Deagle. But still, massive mountain to climb. And for quite a strong round. He's looking for that 12 for Fan. And that almost does clinch the deal, which PFU are going to look to want to hold back as long as possible. Did we decide that this was the Fan's map? I think we did.
I think this is PFU's map.
PFU. You know. Did they win the night?
From talking to PFU, okay. They just said Crash. They've absolutely raged through everyone on Crash so far throughout this tournament. So
Fan have just
completely slapped them down with a big backhand. So the nades being lined up. Oh, they're going to take it in turns to line them up. Aerox does manage to take down Vey. Jermaine tossing out the nade with the bomb this time. Working his way in towards A. Metal being taken down again. Metal is not having fun in this map. Tubi with the double. Skier down as well. He was their top fragger. Not too sure how the score's lining up now. Wow, Metal. I'd reconnect again, mate. Yeah, 0-0-5, almost on the bond on the reconnect. That's not... Oh, the grenade just rattling in. Jermaine will go down to that one. That was Aerox. Now he's going to work his way across. It is a 2-on-3 situation. Make that a 2-on-1. Aerox last man standing. He was working his way across. He's shut down, and there is map point 13-6. Wow. And yeah, wow, that is a pretty heavy score. And now, across the crossfire, they were good on here against Ballers.